Screenshot.
I've been lurking, but also there's a new rubbery poles are revolutionary, right? They're a little bit bouncy. Boing, boing. I like it. Uh, what is so healthy? I'm just riding the roller coaster right now. I'm in no rush. I've still got stuff I need to work on first. That is healthy. I like that. I'll one up Jesus. I don't care. I don't hope that your Friday is just good. I hope that your Friday is great. All right, with that, let's get started, shall we? Good morning, everybody. Hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday. Clumsy is the Phantom Menace today for the 71st time. The 71st time is almost what I wanted to say. I almost wanted to say the 71st, but I'm an adult. I say words correctly. The 71st time. So congratulations. Holy cow. Old School is here. Hello, Old School. Blue is here. Good morning, Blue. Bogan is here. Good afternoon / evening for you. I love the bug clip because I just imagine Nan on his porch with his mouth open waiting for bugs to fly in. That's not what happens. That's not what happens. I stand out on my porch on a nice cool morning and I go like this and I go and it just right up my nose, you know?
They told it live anyway.
Definitely not here. Definitely not here. Clumsy has a 60 stream streak. That's 2 whole months. It is. Holy cow. Look how consistent we are. It's one of the things I absolutely love about streaming at this time is I feel like I finally found a time that I can be consistent. I love that. Good morning, Apester. Apester live. Good morning. How the heck are you? Dang, dressing fancy and silly. I'm a fancy certified silly boy. It's true. This week is just a very bad hair week. I desperately need a haircut. Look at that. Look, it's everywhere. Look, it's everywhere. So I was like, you know what? Instead of going into the bathroom and struggling to try to plaster my hair down and make it look at least a little bit better for this, I'm just gonna go ahead and just not do that and wear a hat. So I'm terrible because I'm old now. You're old now? You've been getting old. Okay, hit me with it. Hit me with it. Oh gosh, I don't want to hear it, but hit me with it. How old are you now? This is one of my nephews, by the way, for those of you who don't know. Sorry to dox you, Ape. 17 today. I remembered it soon. I didn't want to think about the age, okay? Because I babysat you when you were 2 years old. And we watched Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs while you guys ran around the house like little feral, I don't know, feral children, you know? I don't know why your parents ever let me watch you, but they did. And I have very good memories about that. So happy birthday. Happy birthday to Apester and his brother. 17 years old. Yeah, we can be old together now. Man, it's just so weird because now you're at the ages that like I remember a lot of. When you're like 5 and 6, it's like I don't remember a whole lot about being 5 and 6. But like 17, stuff starts to get real around about that time, you know? You know? Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs is great. I watched that with these kids a lot when they were growing up. And then I only just recently, because Zeke has been really into tornadoes and storms lately, we watched Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs because I told him the premise about how food falls from the sky like a storm. And he's like, what? That sounds funny. And sure enough, he loved it. He actually loved it. And it was one of the few movies he actually like sat through all the way, which is pretty impressive for him, because he's usually up and about, you know? So yeah, he liked it. He watched it all the way through. We started the second one. Second one's not as good. It's okay, but it's not as good. The first one's really good. I remember 17. Got my first horse and carriage. Yes. First horse and carriage. I love that. I'm gonna be hanging out with my two besties buddies today. Probably hit the club. Well, you're not that old yet. Now quit that. You got a couple years before you can be hitting the club. Good morning, Coleman. How's it going? Oh, I guess I should go ahead and I've already started the sorting down here, so you can join me, I suppose. This is what you have to look forward to, Abe. This is what you have to look forward to getting older. You get to spend your mornings sorting your 30-plus year Lego collection. This Lego collection is older than you are. That's pretty wild. Oh, there's nothing there. Okay. I'm gathering slopes right now because I have a bucket down here that I'm just going to throw slopes in for now. I will most likely need to do more sorting on sloped parts because there's so many different varieties. Look just in my hand here, all the different varieties of slopes. So I'll probably have to do a little bit more sorting of that later. But for now, we're just going to get the types into one place. Except for these little cheese wedges. I do have a drawer for those. Larzapan, hello. I am here now. Welcome. Today will be my first time I will watch a whole Nonder stream. Busy night ahead of me. What are you up to, Bogan? Is it like a studying night or something? Bum, bum, bum. Thank you. You know, I felt the need to look a little fancy today. And then keep my little silly, my silly side showing a little bit. I was just explaining to everybody else that I'm wearing the hat this week because it's a bad hair week. I desperately need a haircut. And I'm going to try to get one scheduled for maybe this weekend. I need to do that soon because they fill up very, very quickly. Whoops, I put that in the wrong one. Shoot. There we go. It goes up here. It goes up there. Let's see. So we're only one day down of the week. How was everybody's week so far? Especially Monday, everybody's favorite day. Glad my suggestion went over well. Are we talking about the Discord channel? Because yeah, as soon as you said that, I was like, oh, that makes so much sense to just have one that like keeps going with the month, You're setting up a special stream tomorrow. Tell me everything. Tell me all about it. Let's go in here. This is the second part of that container, by the way. I did pull a couple. I poured it out yesterday during work, and I managed to sort a little bit during work. Not as much as I thought I would, but a little bit. But this is the last part of that container that we started yesterday, so, My week has been really good, surprisingly. Well, I'm glad to hear it's been good, but I don't like the surprisingly part. Lars is excited for the future. This year's going swimmingly, if I had to say so myself. Even though there's been some setbacks, I think my overall goal of just becoming healthier and taking care of myself and doing things that I've been putting off for so long, and setting intentions and goals and achieving those goals, I think that's already been wonderful for me. So, do you have anything worth money in there in the Lego? Yes. I've been told, I don't know how much, I've been told that these are kind of hard to come by. These like plates with the holes in the middle. Outside of that, I mean, I have a couple figures that are kind of worth something, but we're not talking thousands of dollars here. We're talking like, a minifigure that might go for $50, which granted is a lot of money for a minifigure, but we're not talking like retirement fund. Although at this rate, this might have to be my retirement fund. Who knows? Maybe I should pay more attention to that, huh? Cheese slope. Wall. You also have the Boba Fett ship. Are we talking about the OG? The very first one? I do have that one. I don't know what that's worth out of the box though. So this is the problem. Is some of this stuff that if I was gonna be collecting Lego based on like how much money it was gonna get me in the future, then my best bet would have been never opening any of them. And where's the fun in that? You know? Who cares about that? Oh, come on. Ooh, I almost used my mouth on this. I don't know, but it's still really cool. It is very cool. Granted, yeah, a lot of the sets will be worth a little bit more once they're like out of print, but you know, I don't think we're talking about like, you know, like I said, we're not talking retirement numbers or anything like that, but you know, I do have some very, very old Lego Star Wars stuff that might be worth something someday, or might be worth more someday. They're worth something now, but you know. Getting the money was never why I got into the hobby. I know people who do that specifically for that, and that's fine. More power to you. There's fun in that too. But for me, it's still about building stuff, you know? I like the way things look when they're built in Lego, you know? Mm-hmm. Whoa. Get on. There you go. Well, Apester, we got to do something pretty soon then, huh? Maybe I'll just have you and your brother and go do something with you guys soon. I was telling your dad that recently too, that we need to do something pretty soon. What are we adjudicating ourselves on? Yeah, so June is the month of educating yourself. Maybe there's a topic out there that you've always wanted to research. Maybe there's a skill you've always wanted to learn. But you've been putting it off. June is the month to start on it. Whether or not you're going to accomplish that is a different story. But it's all about getting you through that first step and helping you through that first hurdle, which is just starting on something. I know for me that's the hardest part, is just getting over how long a project's going to take and just starting on it. So that's what June's all about. For me, I am looking at doing some stuff for the bot, for Bebo. He needs a deep reprogramming, and it will require me to learn like just a little bit, not a lot, but just a little bit of Python, I believe. So I'm going to start looking into that. The end goal will be that Bebo will be able to learn a little bit about how and what we talk about in chat, and craft his replies to people based on that. That's the goal. Is to make him maybe just a little bit more sentient. And he'll learn from our chat conversations, which is very interesting. I know some people who have done it. Not ChatGTP. I can't say that. What is up with me? ChatGTP. No, not ChatGTP. Deep reprogram is also, funnily, a religious thing. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Not like that, because he's a robot already. Although, aren't we all just robots at the end of the day? But no, it's just a learning model that you can hook up through the Twitch API to your chat, and based on like what happens in chat, he can react to it that way. So not using Chat GPT or anything like that, but using some machine learning for sure. Back in my day, not too long ago, even 3 years ago, we didn't call anything AI. We called it machine learning. You know, that's really what it is. It isn't artificial intelligence. There isn't any intelligence there at all. It is just learning patterns, you know. But now it's kind of taken on its own meaning for these generative AI stuff. Back in my day, hey, stop it. We've already established this morning how old I am. So, you know, we don't need to go that deep on that. Jeez. But yeah, Yeah, teaching him how to do something like that. It's something that Spooky Deer does on his channel with his bot, and I think it'll be interesting because what I'm hoping is that our bots will end up being very different, though. I don't want it to be like, I don't want it to just be a Glenn clone, you know, for those of you who know Glenn. And I don't think it will because, again, it learns from our conversations here. So that's my goal. Excuse me. Right now, I'm using Mix It Up, and I'll have to check and see if there's I think there's going to be a whole different thing that I'm going to have to run in the background, like a whole different program. But I don't know. Maybe it can go through Mix It Up. I got to start that conversation too. I got to ask Spooky what he showed me like a year or so ago, and I was like, that's interesting. I don't have time to look at it right now, but that's interesting. But now I feel like I want to do it, you know. Corner pieces. Interesting. All right, I'm going to start picking out some of the pieces that I know that I have bins for in the closet. You should try giving him personality or something. He says as a repeating joke. There are some of those in there already, where he does have some stuff that he tends to say that I think I'll keep. I'll keep some of the classics, you know. 2s and 3s in here. 2s in here, 2s in here, 3s in here. Yeah, there'll be some of his personality that he has currently that I'll try to keep, but, you know. In the closet during Pride Month? No, never. Fully out of the closet. Look, my closet's open, though, you know? It's open for all to see.
It's Chuck Norris's water. It's a roundhouse kick of hydration.
Are you really in the closet if it's open for everyone to see? What would you call that? Okay, wait, Bogan. Yes, I missed what you said. Sorry. About your stream. Let me scroll up. 1 year of Twitch affiliate stream. Okay. What'd you do for your first year of Twitch affiliate anniversary? No idea, because I think I missed it. Not to say it's not important, and not to say also like congratulations. That's great. That's great. I didn't make a big deal about it. I don't think. I think one day I came on to stream and it told me in the chat that it was my 1 year, and I was like, oh shoot. It probably would have been nice to. It probably would have been nice to have that, like a whole thing planned for that, but I didn't. So I don't know. I don't have a lot of advice for you there, unfortunately. I play games in my closet. I used to do the same thing. I don't know if you remember, when I first moved in here, I put a desk in here. I had a desk in here, and that's where I did all my, it was before work from home. So I had like my gaming stuff in there. I wonder if I could pull a picture of that, because it's pretty great. So yeah, I've also played games in my closet. I've been in the closet before. There's no shame in that. You got to do what you got to do sometimes, you know? When space is limited, you know? You got to just do what you got to do. The only issue is that it was very hot because you didn't get any of the air movement. The AC vent is right here. So it got really hot, you know? Good morning everyone. Not where, but also everywhere. I don't know why I'm wasting my time trying to find this, to be completely honest. I don't know. Can I search for like desk and it would come up? Let's see. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna waste time. If I find it, maybe I'll post it on Discord. But there's just too much to go through. I have a whole album called The Many Iterations of Aaron's Office, and it's pretty full, so, you know. But good morning, Mrs. Nonder. Hello. Some goes here. I didn't even know, but I'm just wanting to play games with chat and stuff just to say thanks. I think that's a great idea. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's so many things you could do. Sometimes even just saying, you know, hey, look, it's my affiliate anniversary is enough for people to be able to jump in and be like, hey, congratulations, that's pretty cool. You know, so many people struggle to get affiliate as it is, and then I can't tell you how many people, like, once they get that, then they're like, wait, there's still like a lot of work ahead of me, and this is just not worth it, and then they quit, you know? Which, if you need to quit, more power to you. But there's so many people where that happened to, where they struggled to hit affiliate, and then they did it, and they're like, I've arrived, and it's like, ooh. Affiliate is it's a big deal, don't get me wrong, but also it's it's only the beginning. It's only the beginning. I feel like I have a drawer for these. Don't I? Somewhere? Okay, maybe not. I'm going to set these aside for now. I could have sworn I had a drawer for them, though. Good morning, Lutz. How's it going? Merry morning everywhere. Sounds like something from Muppet Christmas Carol. Merry morning everywhere. And God bless us all. I also record guitar in the closet for my friends. Well, that makes sense, especially if you sound treated the closet at all, you know? They're over here. Okay. These little corner pieces go up here. Three. Guys, I have news. Today's a big day. It's a huge day. It's a momentous day. Is that oh, Mrs. N. I thought you were saying like MRSA for a second, Ursa. Mrs. N. I like that, Mrs. N. Happy birthday, you're turning 5, right? That's what I said, yeah. Well, no, I remember them perpetually at 2. I'm sorry. You're always just gonna be 2 years old. Man, you guys were so cute. How goes the sorting? Not too bad, honestly. Like, I mean, obviously I'm getting more done now than I have been for the last 2 months. I think the focus is really helping me. Like I said yesterday, you all are being my ADHD medicine right now. You're helping me keep my distractions over here, and helping keep me on track, you know? Distractions help me stay on track. Is that weird? Is that weird, or is that just ADHD? It's weird. It's weird. I'm talking in sound bites now, guys. It's pretty bad. I stream for too long to just stop. Yeah, that's great, but it's good to have it at a young age and give it as much time as I can. I agree with that. Biggest thing I wish I had done is I wish I had found my streaming confidence much earlier than I did. Yeah. You're not cute anymore, just attractive. I wouldn't say that. But you know, if other people do. Book page 84. Wow, you're ready. I love that. Star Wars dad jokes from Bogan. And then I'll tell you about why I'm very excited for today, because several things are happening today. 84. Okay, perfect. Ooh, what do space slugs call starships? Delicious. Here's the art. What do space slugs call starships? Delicious. I really need a light right here. Delicious. Look at his little bib. Wait, look at his little bib. Let me turn it. There we go. There you can see it a little bit better. The Star Wars Dad Jokes book. Father's Day's coming up. You want to know what's happening today? Oh, just get ready, babe. Today. Why am I on this? Why am I on the screen? Today is Acolyte Day. The problem is, Ursa, I already have 2 lights on me, and they're positioned really well for game streaming over here. And then this one's here for pointing down here. Man, I really don't want another light here. I just hate the cluttered. I hate the cluttered look, you know? I hate the cluttered look. I do. I first started my Twitch to help with my public speaking, but I enjoyed it, so I kept doing it. That's a great reason to start. As like, if you look at it as, I'm just going to use this to practice, I think that's a great reason to start. If you do it thinking I'm going to get famous and I'm going to, I don't know, become the next insert big streamer here, that might not happen. It could, but it might not. It's probably not going to happen. So, you know, I have a feeling. Not just for you, but for me too. Anyway, so it's Acolyte Day. The Acolyte comes out tonight. 2 episodes tonight. And I am so hyped for this show, and I can't wait. So that's a big thing. The other thing is the final chapter in the Destiny Light versus Dark saga has launched today. Is launching today. Today at Reset. And I told myself that I was going to take a break from Destiny, and I did. I was maybe a little bit addicted to Destiny for a while. And I told myself when the next DLC comes out, which is supposed to be the final DLC, that I would jump back in. And I think I'm going to do it. And just kind of give the game a farewell, you know? Give the game the send-off that it deserves. I'm not sure what is in the future for Destiny. They're going to be continuing to do chapters and stuff like that. I'm not sure how engaged I'm going to be in that. So in my mind, I'm looking at this as my send-off of like 7 years of playing that game. 3-ish, 2 to 3-ish of which were played very heavily and almost exclusively. You guys remember the pre-work coffee hour started. It started with Destiny, because every morning I was getting up and playing Destiny before work, and I was like, I should just stream this. Then I started streaming, and I'm like, this is deeply uninteresting. I should stream something else. And I've played it a couple of times since then, but not anything, you know. Don't hate me, I couldn't really get into Destiny. I get it. That's kind of the problem that Destiny has, and I think that's why it needs a big shakeup. It needs like it needs a reset. They should just kind of scrap it and go to Destiny 3, you know, whatever that means. In my personal opinion, they should finish the storyline and then they should start from scratch in order to get some new people in, because it is very hard for new people to get in. Which is why I'm not really going to recommend it for anybody, because there's too much going on. There's 10 years of storytelling there that there's just no way you'd get caught up on if you're trying to get into it now. Did I stream it with Nuke for a little while? Did I? Maybe. When I first started streaming is when I was really heavily into Destiny. Yeah, the game itself has been like 10 years, I believe. Well, no, I guess technically 10 years might include Destiny 1. Because it's still sort of a continuation of that same story. That might include Destiny 1 now that I think of it. But I know, yeah, because I think Destiny 2's been like 7 years. But yeah, it's been a long time. So yeah, I'm going to get back into it. Those are my 2 announcements. That's why today is going to be interesting. Very, very excited for the Acolyte, though. And anybody else going to watch today? We'll probably watch it after the kid goes down to bed at about 8. So please help me avoid spoilers. I will probably be staying off Twitter most of the day. Knock on wood. We'll see. But yeah. Destiny 1 was one of my favorite games, but I enjoyed Destiny 2. It's not as good as what it could have been. I enjoyed Destiny 2. The reason I enjoyed it the most is the fluidity of it. Once they introduced like 60 FPS, the fluidity of that is just so, it's unmatched. The actual gameplay of like shooting your guns and collecting armor and upgrading the armor and finding exotic weapons and taking those into all these different game modes, that is the thing that made me love Destiny the most. And I would say that's probably a feeling I've been chasing for a while in other games, and I just haven't been able to find it, you know? I haven't been able to find my next Destiny, you know? Try to get myself more centered in there. Yeah. We'll probably watch it tomorrow because I'll be gone tonight. True. You know, birthday shenanigans. That makes sense. That makes sense. Boom, boom, boom. Yes, checking into Spooky stream and then going to watch. Can't lose our streak. Poor Spooky. All of the Star Wars fans will be abandoning him tonight. Yeah, Tuesday, I have to say, I hate Tuesday as a release date for that. Tuesday's the night I typically play with the boys. And their schedules are very full. They're very, very busy people, which is, I can't relate. And don't want to. So Tuesday is kind of like the night, and I just hate that that's the night that they picked to release. So after this week, I'm going to watch the first two on Tuesday. But after this week, then I'll probably not be able to watch till Wednesday night. And that's gonna be the hard ones, because then I'll have to stay off Twitter like all day Wednesday as well, which is probably good advice anyway, like if we're being honest. Hey, you want to know a cool thing about this piece? This piece right here is chrome. You see how shiny it is, like a little tube, little macaroni tube. But this piece was on the Sebulba Pod Racer. There was a set that came out that had Anakin's Pod Racer, Sebulba's Pod Racer, and gosh, who else is it? It was a green guy. It was a green one, I think. Who was that? I can't remember. I'm a fake fan. Anyway, yeah, this piece was on Sebulba's Pod Racer, and this is I'm pretty sure this is a pretty hard piece to find. I have no idea where I'm going to put this, so I'm going to put it in the miscellaneous for right now. I might have a drawer for pieces like that I'm like, I know exactly what set this goes to, and it's got to be a pretty rare piece. There might be one more in the collection somewhere, because I think there was two. But chrome pieces like this are kind of hard to come by. I got a couple up here too, actually. Oops. These chrome bricks. These were in a tub for there was an anniversary set, and this has been a while back. But each tub of Lego that you bought, you got one of these like anniversary silver bricks. So I'm pretty sure those are pretty hard to come by too. Now, how much that's worth to anybody is completely who knows, but you know. I'm gonna put this up here. Noodle. Yeah, it's like a noodle. Yeah, so I think I'll put those pieces, I'll put those up with those ones now. I'll put those pieces in a separate container. No, I didn't take apart your fidget thing. Ashley built this. I keep hitting that wrong button. Ashley built this one. Look at this. She was very proud of it because it kind of wiggles a little bit. See? This is her little fidget spinner. She's very proud of it, so I couldn't take it apart. I'm not stupid, you know? I couldn't do that to you. I couldn't. But yeah. It's still here. I'll put it over here on the Star Wars book for now. Didn't the paint chip on them or something? That's why Lego stopped with them with the chrome pieces. I think there's still some chrome pieces. But I wouldn't be surprised. Well, the lightsabers all used to be chrome. They're kind of a little more matte now. Than they are chrome. Like this one's a little more of a matte, but some of the early lightsabers were very chromy. And I don't remember them chipping too much. Sure, maybe a little, but could have been. Chrome sometimes chips off if the plastic is very weak. Well, we all know Lego uses the most quality plastic in the industry, you know. You know. Oh man, okay. I should go empty these out because I think I've gotten all the pieces that I need here. That way I can use them for other things. That one I have no idea where that's gonna go yet. These circles can go over here. have something for these. Okay, just looking. Ah, there's one. Just looking to make sure that I got everything. Everything I want for this round. I think I do. Okay. I'm gonna go take these over here and dump them out and then come back. I had a knight style sword that had the chrome that came all off. I think I have that same one somewhere. I think I know exactly which one you're talking about. It's probably in with the minifigures. Yeah. I'll find it. I think I know exactly which one you're talking about. And mine's all gray now, too, instead of chrome. Yeah, we'll dump this one, too. The others, I think, can stay for right now. Oh, wait, no. Here. Nice. These can all go in here. Wheels and axles is what I'm calling that one. All wheel and axle accessories. Mine was white underneath. Yeah, I'm pretty sure mine went gray. Maybe we don't have the same one then, but we'll see. How do I keep hitting a button on my keyboard and sending it when I try to delete it? That is weird. You hit your backspace and your enter. Q. It was a capital Q too. Your chrome soda is white now. I'll have to check on mine. I'll have to find it. Ooh, I almost fell. You really like the fade on the camera? I'm so glad you like it. Like I said yesterday, the only issue I've seen with it so far is whenever there's a white background. Did I show that to you? Whenever there's like a web page, like if I'm doing, here we go. I don't know why I have this page up, but let me just show you this real quick. Make sure you can't see anything. So whenever there's white, it uses like the color white to fade. It does this, which isn't horrible. And I tried to get it to not do that, but anyway, otherwise I think it looks great. I'll use it for gaming and in lieu of the green screen so that hopefully nothing breaks anymore. I really miss the green screen though, I gotta tell you. But yeah. Hey, it's the guy from Fortnite. Stop it. Quit that. You're too old now. Now, you're almost an adult. You can't be saying things like this and not catch hands. I'm kidding. Mostly. I have a container over here for weird translucent pieces that I don't know what I'm going to do with. There's these translucent skis that were from the ice. I think it was called Ice Planet was the theme. And they used a lot of this translucent orange. And I just don't really have much of a need for them. So I'm going to put them all in the same place so that if I ever get some inspiration and I'm like, oh, hey, I need an orange translucent piece, of which I have many, I'll be able to come into a particular place and find what I need and use it in creative new ways. I was doing chores and missed all the Destiny talk. Is the game PvP? There is PvP involved. I am not so much a PvP player. I am a PvE player. But that's the cool thing about Destiny, and something I hope other games take on, is there's so many different ways that you can play. And if you don't like PvP, you don't have to play it. If you don't like raids, you don't have to do them, even though raids are very fun. But you have to have a lot of people and a lot of friends. And being socially awkward It's hard. I've done a couple of raids. I've pushed myself out of my comfort zone and done a few raids with some people. And they were always fun. But it takes a lot out of me. So I'm mostly a solo player. I'll do matchmaking for like some lower level stuff. I'll basically in this thing I'll probably just do the main campaign story, and then I'll probably sign off, and I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where it goes from there. I kind of fully expect that I'll just be like, okay, cool. All right, well, there's a lot of other games to play. You know, this will hopefully get me through the summer, because then like Outlaws comes out. A lot of good games coming out this year, so I'm not really worried about having time. And I'm probably not doing Destiny on stream either, by the way. That's just a side game that I like to play, you know. Unless everyone was like, please do it, but it's pretty deeply uninteresting for people who aren't in the who aren't currently brainwashed like I am, you know. So yeah, we'll see if it gets its hooks back in me or not. My sister spent too much money on me and Panda. Oh no, what'd they get? Wait, is not a solo leveling guy? If that means what I think it means, yeah. Solo Leveling is an awesome anime, then no. No. I love that series. I haven't watched the anime, but read the webtoon. I have no idea what that is, and sorry, I just hit the mic. Sorry about that. I don't know if I'm going to finish this pile before streaming this. See what I mean? Like, this takes forever. This is a long process. All right, anything with studs on the side? Let's see. No. Go over here. Might be able to start making a container for those, though. Getting distracted. I'm getting distracted. This goes in here. And we're going to start one that has... Is this just rain sounds now? It's kind of nice, isn't it? What is this? What's happening? It's supposed to be video game music, but now it's just rain, and I'm kind of here for it. Listen. When the music comes back, though, this is going to blow our eardrums out. So let me bring that down. There you go. I still need to come in and register instruction books. Yes, please. That's going to be a big undertaking as well. I've been thinking about getting rid of some instructions, too, so it'll be a good time to go through and be like, yeah, keep that, or no, get rid of that, you know? Definitely some of the instruction books I'll be keeping, but for some of these smaller sets, like, I really don't need to be keeping the instruction booklets for. Because we can always look them up. It's not technically worth more with the instructions. It's worth more with the original box and instructions. But, you know. You can do it. Man, we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. Round. We got chairs. I know I have something to put the chairs in later. This rain is just making me tired. All these can go here. I do have a spot for this and this. That's an interesting one. I'm not sure about that one. And you. Okay, why is there no music playing? Let's skip forward. There's supposed to be. Does it just rain the rest of the time? This whole section is just rain. I don't mind just rain, but like I'm feeling drowsy now. Really? No wonder this thing was 3 hours long. It's mostly rain. Wait, is something wrong? Something's definitely wrong. Because it's just rain. Alright, let's start over. Weird. It's supposed to be music while it's rainy. So I don't mind the raininess in the background, but like for some reason it was just continuing to be rain for the next 2 hours. Yeah, Ashley puts on rain sounds all the time. Most of the time I'll come out and she'll be in her chair and I'll be like, what do you listen to? And she won't hear me. And I'll be like, what are you listening to? And then she'll be like, what? And take her headphones off and be like, what are you listening to? And she'll be like, rain. Just listening to rain sounds. It's adorable. I get it though. I totally get it. Totally get it. On its side. Oh, of course, now I find more of the pieces that I put in over there, so I'm gonna set them aside for right now. Okay, bricks. Ah, this on the side. You're on the side. Your mom's on the side. Here we go. Nearly ready. It's only 10:15 p.m. Let's go. You still talking about anime? To answer your question, on she bought me a cowboy hat with cleaning supplies and Panda some cowboy boots because Texas. That's awesome. I'm gonna need the band pictures in the cowboy gear. All of a sudden, y'all are gonna start a country band now. We were going for like alt rock, but now we're thinking country. That's good. She's such a good sister. She's really cool. She's very cool. I know you might not think so, but seriously, like she's very cool. We're talking about the instructions. Just put them in storage. What the heck? You think I should keep all of the instructions? I wouldn't have thought that. I would have thought you'd be on the side of like, yeah, we don't need to keep all of the instructions, you know? Rain with a crackling fire sound while I'm reading is chef's kiss. Yeah. Never throw them out. I would not have thought of that. I would not have thought that you'd be on the side of never throw out. You know? I don't know. I don't know why. I thought you'd be on the side of like, maybe we should declutter our lives a little bit. You know? I gotta say, by the time I go through them, there'll probably be more that I'll keep. That's what Mrs. Nodder is talking about, is scanning the QR codes for me. Because I have so much to do that I was like, that's such a big undertaking. I'll do it eventually, someday. But like right now, I can't spare the brain power and the time. She's like, I'll do it for you. I was like, that's a great idea. That's the best idea she had since she decided to marry me. Yeah. My friends want to be a country band. We're all a little, how do I put this nicely? Not country. Yes. Yeah, I agree. I don't get country vibes from you guys. It's hard, though, being in Texas because there is a lot of that influence of, you know, people wanting to be, I don't know. There's a way maybe you could do it where you fuse some stuff together a little bit that maybe would be pretty good, but I'm not a huge fan of country myself either. Although there are some that are an exception to that rule, but very few. Very, very few. Flat. Okay. Oh, there's another one. Beautiful. Could have sworn I started one with these, but maybe not. Stud launchers will have to make their own storage space for that. That would include these. Shoot, there's a container for that. I hate when I find one piece that I know there's a container for in the closet, and it's like it's the only piece. I'm like, really? That's the only piece, huh? All right. So yeah, there's so many pieces here I know I have storage for in the closet. I guess I'm just gonna have to like start picking them up one by one and walking them over there. Which is, I suppose that's something a person can do. If you're lame. Flat circles, I guess would go in with the squares. Yeah. Let's not overthink that. One Piece. The One Piece is real. One Piece? Oh gosh. What have I done? Decluttering, yes. Being a blasphemer like that, no. Well, I've been called worse. Heretic, blasphemer, you know, all that stuff, all the classics. You can't hurt me. I'm a progressive Christian. I've heard it all. Oh gosh. Well, I've started the One Piece. Listen, I like the One Piece Netflix thing, and I thought I think the story is very interesting. I'm interested to see, like, it'd be cool to see what happens if they get to the Grand Line, like all the. And so I was like, maybe I'll just start the anime from season 2. And chaotic is kind of the word that I would use to explain it, and that is not my brain. I just oof. I was so shocked to see all those seasons on Netflix. It's so much. And then I was like, but that's fine. Like, I've watched long things in the past. Take me a few months to get through it. That's fine. Holy cow. It's just it's so fast and chaotic and loud that it's not my style, you know? Maybe one day I can give it another chance, but I was just like, okay, I'm tapping out on this one. I started the One Piece, not as Oda Sensei. I don't know what that means. I watch too much anime. Agreed. To be honest, I think I'm just gonna stick with the live action. I think so too. I was very happy to see when the writer's strike ended, because then they were like, we're already back in the writer's room. We're hitting the ground running. So for season 2, so I was like, okay, good, because I do think it's a very interesting. It's a very interesting premise. It's very funny. I appreciate and like the humor in it. The actor they got to play Luffy, I thought did a phenomenal job. Yeah, just overall, I really like the action was really cool. Like the action was really cool. So yeah, it got a normie like me to try One Piece. I didn't like it, but you know. But I guess at least I understand it, and I respect it. Is that the word? Ah, do you have a hole in you? You do. If you have a hole in you, you go over here. I did start one for you. Excellent. There's a One Piece right there. There's a lot of these. Do I have... I should probably start one for this, because these are they're sort of technique-y pieces where they have holes in them so that you can put things like these through it for whatever, you know. So that should probably have its own container, I'm thinking. Probably in one of these. Ooh, I have an empty one right here. This is perfect. Wonderful. Okay, any others in here? That makes sense to go in with these. Of course not. So that's that. Same with these. These should probably have their own. Wait, do I have? I think actually I do have one that have these little flat Technic pieces. Yeah, I think it's this here. This is going to have to be sorted into more as well. I'm envisioning a lot of the shelves in here being mostly in here. The most are these drawers being mostly the small Technic pieces and like the small things like this. You know, these little 1-bys like that. That's what I'm envisioning those. And the bigger pieces are going to be in the bigger containers. So that's my vision. That's my goal anyway. They're recording season 2 and 3 at the same time. That's excellent to hear. Sanjay is my favorite, and I'll take all the hate that comes my way. I liked Sanjay in the live action. I've heard some things about the way he is, and saw some from when I watched a little bit of it. Saw about how he is in the anime, and I'm not as big of a fan, unless he like changes and grows a lot. He's a little like, what's the proper word for this? He seems a little obsessed with females, and not in like a healthy way. You know, there's a healthy way to be a little feral. I think that's perverted. Yeah. But I think they did a good job in the live action of kind of cleaning that up a little bit. At least so far, where he comes off far more like a misguided gentleman than he does come off as a creep, you know. So yeah, that's kind of how I was taking it. Love live action Sanji, but I think they could have done his hair better. I mean, probably true of a lot of it, right? Yeah, right here. Okay. I'm gonna start forgetting what has a bin and what doesn't in a little bit. It's not gonna take me long to get there. I feel it already. These are interesting. Yeah, these can go in here. Yes, excellent. Do I have any more? Nope, that was it. Cool. Cool. You got an ad jump scare? What was it for? Sorry, I forgot to warn you about the ad. Did Bebo warn us 5 minutes ago? 5 minutes is a long time. Maybe I need to shorten that to like, hey, it's coming in a minute. Maybe that would be better. Oh, EU voting. They do ads for that? I guess it makes sense. They do it here too. How dare they not give him the curly browns? You have like an ad block running or something? I won't tell you why he is that way, but they do explain why in the whole Cake Island arc. I'm sure that there is a reason why that is. Yeah. Maybe, yeah. I don't know. It's the difference between like creating a character that you know you're going to help them grow in future seasons and like grow and change. I think that's good. And then like balancing that with like, yeah, but how do we make this person not just incredibly toxic the whole way? So hopefully maybe in like the Netflix one, they start showing some of that backstory earlier rather than later. But I think they're still doing a pretty good job on the Netflix one. As far as I know. I mean, again, I'm not an expert on the anime, so. Does he kind of chill out later on after you know more about his background? Does he kind of chill a little bit? Because it's one thing to learn about like how people have become the way that they've become, and I think that's really important context to help us understand human beings and understand each other. But also, like, with that understanding should come, okay, cool, like, let's get you help now. Let's try to help you learn to be a better person. We empathize with where you came from, but the way that you're, like, kind of being a creep is not great. So can we help you change that in some way? So as long as his character evolves like that, I think that would be fine. Oh, you can see them coming up in mod view. Okay, and it still jump scared you. I'm King Christian does Cooking with Sanjay, and it's hilarious. I do like his focus on food. I think that's kind of cool. Where did I put these? I know I just made a spot for these. Wait, did I put them in here? I did. I put them in. Yeah, I put them in here. Okay. Don't mind me. Cheese slice. Jeez, it's these small pieces that really do slow you down. Ew. Huh. That piece was all torn up, like a dog got it or something. But my dogs don't really eat Lego pieces. It's odd. And it wasn't me, okay? Yeah, he's better. Okay. My friend's daughter loves the anime Sanjay. It's her favorite. He's still a little out there, but Oda kind of pulls back a lot in Wano. I don't know what two of those words mean, but that's good. That's good. I love a good character growth. And to me, there's nothing better than like a dude who was like kind of toxic before and maybe used his masculinity as a shroud for his own what would you call it? He used it as protection of his own like trauma. And there's nothing better to me than somebody figuring that out and then becoming like a better person. Still a strong dude, but uses his strength now to like help other people. I love that arc. That's like one of my favorite arcs. Ineptitude, that too. Yeah. That's one of my favorite arcs is like realizing why you are the way you are. I was
supposed to go to work today. I gotta go.
I do. Holy cow. Realizing why you are the way you are and then channeling that to be a better person. Love to see it. Favorite arc of anything, really. I didn't quite make it through this one. There's a lot of little pieces here that I'm just kind of sporadically putting where they belong. I think I can go in there. Okay, well, hey, this is still more than I've done in 3 weeks. So, as a shield. Yeah, use it as a shield instead of using it as a shield for yourself instead of using it as a shield to protect others, or I didn't want to say like to attack others because that's not really the point, But yeah, I love that. There's a show called The Expanse, and there's a guy in it. His name is Amos, and he's one of my favorite characters in anything. And he starts off as this just toxic dude who just like completely like, man, my hair is wild. Keep the hat on. He starts off as this toxic guy who really uses his strength to intimidate people and make them feel bad. And he's the muscles of the group, right? And so to not spoil anything, Ursa, you're reading the books. I should read the books too. But anyway, not to spoil anything, but his character arc comes full circle to him being like one of the most sensitive and kind people I think I've ever seen in like media like that. But yet he's still like this strong guy who like uses his strength now to protect other people and like to go to bat for the people who you need to go to bat for. And protect his friends and his family and stand up to tyranny and stuff like that. Like it's such a good arc. You watch the series, okay, good. I just love Amos like so much, and he ends up opening himself up to several of the people on the crew, but especially for this girl that he starts protecting. So it's that idea of like taking the toxic traits of masculinity and turning it into something far more positive. And not denying that there isn't a place in society for some masculinity, but just the toxic side of it usually comes from people dealing with their own trauma. And he was definitely dealing with his own trauma. And that's why he lashed out in the way that he did. So he's still kind of a brute, but he's a brute for the right reasons and for the right causes by the end of the series. And I love to see it. I love to see it. Coleman and I started watching The Expanse again. We got like 2 episodes through and we haven't done it since. So a positive brute. Exactly. It didn't really change. He didn't really change who he was at his core, but he refocused his energy to like what mattered more, and learned stuff about himself, you know. Hope we get to whole cake in the live action because I want to see people cry. Oh no, I don't want to cry. Anyone planning a Battlestar watching party? I'm planning on watching it again. It's actually on my list. Why have I not been watching that? I've been meaning to. Did I rhyme? What did I do? What have I done? All right, everybody. I should let you go. Let's see. Lutz should be here. Yep, there's Lutz with his smoochy daddy summer. There's something about that shirt he wore yesterday. I was so jealous. I'm so excited to watch Acolyte. I hope you like it. Clumsy, I hope also. I hope your brother gives it a chance. I hope he just gives it a chance. If he doesn't like it, that's completely fine. But it's like it's a new era of Star Wars that I'm really hoping can kind of, this is probably wishful thinking, but I was really hoping it could like unite the fan base and that people would, I don't know. It isn't that everybody has to like it, but it really would be nice that if we could all get along for a while. That would be nice. It's kind of like we're all pretty much unified on how good Andor is. Andor's pretty good. I'd like another one of those, please. I like all of Star Wars, though. And even if other people don't, then, you know, they'll just have to get used to it. Raid. It was a nice shirt. I need to step up my game. I need to take some fashion advice from Coleman. Y'all see his picture on Twitter? I don't know if you're on Twitter. Coleman put a picture on Twitter for Pride Month, and I was like, that's a sharp-looking dude right there. Do we know when the next Andor is coming out? I think they're filming it right now, I think. So no, I don't think we know for sure. I think it's going to be a little while. And apparently it's going to do time jumps too. Like every couple episodes is going to be like a year time jump. So it's going to be a pretty wild. It's going to be a pretty wild one. It is High Republic, Clumsy. It's a little after though. So like the books you're reading right now are about 200 years before, and this is about 100 years before Phantom Menace. So there is a time jump. One of the characters in the book I'm currently reading, the Out of the Shadows book, is in the Acolyte because she lives. I think she lives a long time. She's an alien. But yeah, so there'll be some characters, but most of the characters will be new. Yeah, this is way past Starlight Beacon, unfortunately. So like 100-ish years after that. So it's still High Republic, but kind of a time jump. But it's still a great era. It's still a great era. You should start. Let's talk about that later. The timer's running out. I'm running out of time. Clumsy's not going to watch it anymore, but you know. Okay, I can show you the read order that I have too, Ursa, if you want. But I am skipping around a little bit. Okay, 7 seconds before we go. Have a wonderful Tuesday. I'll see you tomorrow. Same non-time, same non-place.